a no-brainer because today we are talking about the difference between the value of working to be found on YouTube versus your website. And, you know, I've got an interesting example to show right away, but I want to just kind of set the preference here. I mean, the topic. So we're going to be taking a look at what kind of videos you need to be making, but also where you should be focusing your time, how to get the topics. And so I'm going to jump right in. I'm going to show you something kind of interesting. This happens to be a friend of mine, and I wanted to, can you see that, Frank? Just shake your head. Can you guys see this?
It says starting to share screen. Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. So I went and I went into Google and I put Malibu real estate, pretty basic thing. And what you're going to see right off the bat is an example of the hierarchy, right? Now, these are sponsored. Zillow, Realtor.com, Zillow, all of that. But at the top, you're going to see, actually happens to be a friend of mine, but watch what happens when you search this, because this truly, in my opinion, is the biggest mistake that you can make. So if I'm a buyer, I'm a seller, and I'm now searching on Google, and obviously it's going to pull up YouTube, and we'll get to that in a second, but I want to show you what my friend Barry has done here. So when I click on that, where does it go, right? It goes off to a website, right? That's not why they're there. They don't want the website. They want an instant search. They want to have the ability to get what they want. So this ad, instead of exclusive listings, should very well have been a short video, but it should be connected to an instant search coming from, in this example, KV Core. Instant search, homes in Malibu, under $5 million, click here. When you go there, you're going to go directly into KV Core, and there's your list of homes under 5 million on the point. Or
was that whatever. A guy getting out of the helicopter?
Yeah. So, but I want to show you guys what else happens here. So the first thing everybody needs to do is find out what kind of videos they're going to make. What do people want? I can't tell you how many years I made what I wanted. You know, I go fishing with a cupcake when the frickin', you know, the fish want a worm. But go down here. Now watch what's going to happen. Google is going to tell you what video topics that you can make. There's many different ways to do this. But look, what salary do you need to live in Malibu? Is it expensive to live in Malibu? Is Malibu affordable, right? What celebrities? The point is that as you look in Google and you want to see what how people are showing up when people are being looked for, you're going to have an opportunity to get some great titles. So for example, I'm going to go to Anthony. I hope Anthony's on the call. If he's not, just wanted to say, look at his amazing channel. Okay. What content is he putting out there? Now, I don't want to get caught up on the thumbnail deal. You know, there's a lot of people that are doing these, I'm going to call them clickbait funnels, you know. These are not, there's a couple here, things I wish I knew, that did 55,000 views. It did fantastic. Top 5 Atlanta suburbs. That's great. He's getting into value. He's bringing content to the marketplace. So the point of this whole conversation today is, if you want to be found, you can forget about the website. The website, as we saw, I'm going to go back to my pal. The website is really just a culmination. It's like a business card, but it's busy. Hey, guess what? They're on their phone. They don't want to go to your website and see you in a helicopter, right? They want what they want. And so if you are now looking at where you should be putting your time, you should 100% be looking at integrating video into and building your YouTube channel. Now here's the good news. One of the best things that you can do, for example, is you can go into, let's say, vidIQ. I want you to write that down because it's very important. This is vidIQ, okay? You can get the basic model here for free. And why we're here right now, we're trying to give you guys the education so that you can create videos that are going to get people are going to get found. When they get there, what happens in the tags and the titles and the links, because you can put an active link, in this case, into KV Core, so they can go right into your home search for who you are. But here's the deal. If you spend 15 minutes a day working on your YouTube channel, you would never go and work on your website, right? But you can work on your YouTube channel. Now in vidIQ, I'm not an affiliate, I'm not selling anything, but you will find that they have recorded sessions, right? How to title your videos. We can't get into all these details right now, but we can tell you where to find it. So if you're willing to make the commitment to grow your business by being found on Google and on YouTube, this could be a great place. You could literally go into YouTube and type up how to get found on YouTube, but I think you're going to probably have a better chance of going with this vidIQ because these people are definitely doing it. You never know. There's a lot of crackers out there selling a lot of stuff. So I highly recommend that you consider doing that. The other program that is extremely powerful, and I hope you can see it here, and this is basically TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy is a definite must. TubeBuddy is going to give you the ability. Now, they're all integrated with AI. Gone are the days of trying to figure out your tags, your titles. You're now going to get a lot of help. But what's missing? It's overwhelming. Let's be honest. Go on Instagram someday and you scroll down and you're going to see 500 new companies coming out, or you're going to be on the web and you're going to see ads and everybody's trying to sell you something to do with AI, and that's fine. But if we're talking narrow right now and we're talking about helping you to know what to do, to be able to build your brand on video, you have to have a topic.
Hey,
right?
Bill, being that we have people that are live and are coming in, can you just really quick define the difference between YouTube and YouTubeBuddy?
Okay, so TubeBuddy is a third-party company that basically frames YouTube and allows you to make all the right moves. YouTube is studio is where you do this, and this is where people get stuck, right? Here's the great news. It's getting easier every day, right? Pull your head out of the sand, go create a YouTube channel, spend 15 minutes a day, evolve by using product like Go and take a look at TubeBuddy and take a look at vidIQ. Because now listen, AI is here, baby, and that I have been deeply involved with a number of companies that are building real estate platforms, and they're integrating about 4 different platforms. I mean, seriously, it's getting ready to change, where the buyer will have basically through, you can call it a funnel, you can call it an app or process. But a lot of these things that are so difficult for us to understand right now are starting to happen. It's going to be easier. But what's the one point that's missing is you on camera bringing value. So the fact, and I happen to do a lot of video and I do them for other people, but the iPhone is really the primary source of video. And so for it, whatever you're going to do for you is, really you should take the direction from these different third-party companies so you can get a great title. And I think that is really, that's really critical. So if we go back to Anthony's page, for example, and we're just watching what he's doing. And by the way, in TubeBuddy, you can set Anthony up or me or anybody else. And every time they do something, you'll receive a copy of it and you'll be able to compare yourself to how they're doing. Because here's what's happening. People are not starting in video. I've been doing these Zooms with Frank and Chris for a long time. And we always seem to have the same the same basic response. People are not doing it, or they really don't understand the video, or they really don't understand that. I see people every day that spend $5,000 or $10,000 on a website. Okay. Taking the pieces out of KV Core and using that content to bring people in an automated way is far more powerful than a fancy, beautiful website. People are busy and they don't have time. So what you add on top of that is you talking about something in your community. And I'm not telling you to have to figure that out. Use the power of chat and Google to pick a topic and go out and record that topic. Because bottom line, if I'm sending any message at all here, it's 15 minutes a day in your YouTube channel, and use these programs, vidIQ and TubeBuddy, and start to use create content. Now in vidIQ, it's almost hard to believe, but you can literally, let's go here in AI generator, right? Look at this. I've got an AI generator built into vidIQ. It's working on it right now. It's going to give me everything that I need to know. Now, I don't want to overwhelm you guys, but if you are concerned about what to say, you know, there are programs out there that will give you the copy that you create here right on your screen, and you can read it. Why would you do any of this? Only for one reason, because you need to stand out from your competition. When someone is searching on Google, I mean, let's be honest, that's where everybody starts, right? I mean, they're looking somehow. When you go onto Google and you start searching or typing in for, you know, Orangevale real estate or whatever, if you've got a video on there on YouTube, it will show up on the left side of that search with an image that blows away all the traditional copy. So that's another thing, another reason. That's not going to happen with your website. And even if they do go to your website, what's the value? They don't care about you in the helicopter, right? I don't think since God was born that anybody's ever gone to a real estate homepage and said, oh, I want to put in my home value. Let me see, I've got how many bedrooms, this. No, they're not going to do it. But when we do it, we have a one-click search from the home value tool in KV Core where they put in their address and it's done in 1 second with 3 values in 2 seconds. So you guys have got to work on your value proposition, right? Put away the dog and the cat and sitting down in the living room, telling them why they should hire you.
Hey, Bill, can you go back to that Anthony LeBrode?
Sure.
Go back to his.
Yeah.
There you go. I mean, just look at those 3 videos down at the bottom. You've been warned. Moving to Atlanta, don't move here. I mean, if I was living in Atlanta, don't you think I would want to see that instead of some guy getting out of a helicopter showing people
100%
Malibu.
100%. And that's a great thing. Now, I'm not sure, I don't want to say this, but it looks like.
What's up, guys? Anthony here. In this video, we were talking about the Atlanta.
Paying for ads here. Many of these, if I don't see him on here, I can't respond. But it looks like it's possible because he's got, 55,000 views. I have a friend out here in Pacific Palisades that boosts and runs a paid ad on YouTube for every one of his listings. I think he spends $1,000 and he's getting, a lot of views, but I don't think that he's getting a lot of business. Let's just go into this one for a second here. We're not going to watch the video. Let's just take a look at how Anthony is done with his tags and titles. Okay, so he's put in his social media. He's talking about growing a team. Now, this is all from the pros and cons of living in Georgia. And then look at this. He's done an amazing job. He's put in all of the video links to his previous things. What's the goal here? To get people to stay on. When you're on YouTube and you have over 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours, you're basically going to have the ability to start to monetize, but you're going to find that people are much more active. And look at his links. So he did a great job in the back end. And here he is talking about the pros and the cons. Now, my favorite, you see, when you go from a beautiful thumbnail into a darker room like this and someone talking into a camera, that's different from me. I believe in going out into the community. And I'm going to do it again this week. I'm going into Pacific Palisades. I'm going to stand in a neighborhood with, very expensive homes. I'm not going to make Frank feel bad. And I'm going to talk about something that's really valuable, right? I'm going to talk about a new listing that's coming on. I'm going to talk about, in Malibu, we just had a private sale. I'm going to stand in front of that house. Hey, it's Bill Kerbox with EXP. If you're thinking about selling, you may want to talk to me, because there's been a quiet sale in Malibu that literally sold for $10 million over the assessed value. This could impact the value of your listing price. So text me or call me or click on the link to learn more. Start to bring value.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, we don't have a huge number of people on the Zoom, but we are live on Facebook. We're live on LinkedIn, and we're live on my YouTube. So hopefully we're having more, more viewers. I was hoping to have a little bit more interaction. I love the interaction that we've had in the past with questions and other things here. Do we have Chosen? Is that how we pronounce it? How are you doing with video? You want to chime in?
Yeah, I'm in a car waiting to go to a marketing meeting, but this has been fantastic. Frank let me in. I've been planning on creating a YouTube channel for people moving out of California. A lot of people with incomes that can afford to buy in Texas but can't afford to buy in California. A lot of people with empty nesters that need to really plan their equity transition. You don't want to just buy a big house in Texas and keep your equity in one place. So they should be investing, do a Chip and Joanna Gaines, buy a modest house in a good neighborhood, fix it up the way you want it, and then invest the rest. Well,
that you just mentioned like 10 topics. And here's what I can tell you. I moved from California. I got the hell out of California, but unfortunately I moved to Florida. Now, one of the big values of doing that, and obviously you're not alone, is your ability to bring value, right? So if you're talking about moving from California, you'd probably want to make it as specific as you can. Hey, if you're living in Los Angeles and you're looking for the #1 spot for technology, if you're a tech company, you may want to consider Beaufort, Texas, right? Or whatever it is. And then here's the thing, we built a platform, a funnel, that is very sophisticated, so that when you're talking about moving, let's say to Daytona Beach, we have a Daytona Beach buyer's guide that delivers all the listings, where to stay, what the best schools are. We've automated that whole process so that we can constantly bring value. And that's, by the way, Chosen, is where we're heading with technology. AI is going to give us much more powerful tools. But again, I like to keep it simple. 15 minutes a day evaluating what people are looking for. What market are you in? Where do you live? And where's your primary market area, Chosen?
Mountain House, California.
Where?
Mountain House. It's east of San Francisco. That's where all the Silicon Valley folks are moving to. be going east, right? Because it's it's cheaper. But I'm thinking they should really go further on, because a lot of the companies are moving to Texas anyway.
So, it's not new, but the top 3 reasons to leave San Francisco for Texas. You want to make it as specific as possible. And by the way, you and I could sit here and pontificate until we're blue in the face on what is the best copy. Use AI. I'm telling you, it will blow your mind. So if you're, and I actually really highly recommend what we were talking about, vidIQ, to write the topic. Hold on, let me see here. It's still working on it, but the ability to look at this, thumbnails, keywords, description. These are the things that did 2 bad things. They kept most people away from using YouTube, and they made many people, myself included, as not as effective. And we have a great example on the call today, with Anthony, who has, in the tags, the titles, the thumbnails, he's done an exemplary job. Now, the beauty is that when you're doing this content and you're looking for buyers or sellers, you also are recruiting. Agents are going to look at you. The problem is people just don't start. Frank Crandall is a perfect example. I came to Frank years ago, and I got he and his wife, and they did fine, but they kind of moved like this. Now Frank's everywhere. He's willing to risk. He's going on. He's standing. He's giving the message, because guess what? The reality is that people will work with people they like. I always used to think it cost me millions. I thought they're going to work with me because I'm the best. They really don't care. They want someone that they can trust, that they can get to know. If you watch Frank on some of his videos, you know what? You're engaged with him. He's real. Authenticity. I mean, I know we're covering a lot of stuff, but Chosen, if you get on there and you're authentic and you talk about the top reasons to leave, and by the way, the top 3 things that you didn't know that will really make you leave California, because they're doing things in California right now that you can't even believe. They just fined a school $150 million because they wouldn't put their woke leadership stuff in there, and they're just raise gas taxes. Oh my God, you can't even believe what they're doing. So now is a great time to get people and move it. But Chosen, do you have a relationship with an agent in the marketplace that you're looking at moving them?
Well, yeah, I have EXP agents over there, and that's also a reason to attract others. I'm wondering, you have this funnel. Do you have an affiliate relationship so I can refer people to your funnel?
No, I sell the funnel. We custom make the funnel for buyers and sellers. We have a seller's guide, and we have a listing, and then we have a buyer's guide. And to tell you the truth, we've been very busy. But if you want to text me or call me, I'll put my info in the chat. I'll show you what it looks like. And it's very interesting, because when I was living in Florida and I was looking for a new place, I got into one of these funnels from a guy, and I mean, he was texting me and sending me videos and calling me. I go, God, how can you compete? And by the way, here's the big difference. When my wife said, oh, I found this great property, it's with Zillow. I don't want to deal with Zillow, but they already had me. And then I said, I'm going to call the listing agent. I didn't hear back from them for 23 hours. And then what happened? I got the call. She was a dodo bird, and she never called me back. What did Zillow do? Call me, text me. Here's the loan app. Can I send you a video? I'm going here. It was amazing. So I built a company, realtyfunnel.io, to help with this process, because as Frank will attest, building a funnel can be very daunting. Managing it, doing all those things. So I didn't even anticipate talking about a funnel, but if you can develop something that's bringing value to those people leaving California for Florida or Texas or wherever it is, that can be a great tool.
Hey, Bill, we got about 3 minutes, so let's do a wrap up. And first of all, I want to say I'm so glad Chosen is on here, because he tried to get on last week. It was a little tough. but Chosen's one of the most respected men that I know. We used to be in business long time ago, 30 years, and I just think the world of him. And he's a great man, and I'm so sharp, and I'm glad he's here.
Can I invite people to this? I mean, do you want to have a larger audience?
Yeah.
I don't know. I should ask Frank. Is this Frank your deal or Bill your deal?
It's
I mean, I can
Tech
invite
Tuesday. Frank and I co-developed this, and we're every week. And Chris has done a great job in providing, the thumbnails and setting up the sign up. But yeah,
The answer is yes, Chosen. The answer is yes.
Okay, thanks.
You can bring your whole group on. So
Real
Bill, let's
quick.
wrap this thing up.
Jennifer or Sarah, one of you, whoever jumps in first, can you just tell me how you're doing with video real quick? I'd love Chosen's interaction here. I'd love to see if we can just get one more quick one. Who's willing? If you're not willing to risk coming on here, you're probably not willing to do some videos. What do we think? Jennifer,
hello, can you hear
go
me?
for it. Hi.
I actually do videos now. I started with my team early February.
Nice.
I'm just not so ready right now. I didn't know that I was going to be on a Zoom. But yeah, I've been doing videos consistently, at least one or two was the goal for my social media, specifically Instagram. And I'm actually, as we speak right now, I'm looking to put those videos, because like I said, I started in February, to put them on my Facebook page as well, on my business Facebook page. And so, yeah, so that's where I'm at right now in terms of videos.
Well, you may want to call me because I do have a service that we create the content with your video. We do all your posting on all 8 channels. So the problem is, if you're spending the time, well, I got to add it here, and I got, you need to be getting those on Google, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram Reels. We'll show you how to. I walk into homes here in Malibu, $75 million homes, and leave with a video, and I've got it on all my social media 2 hours later, and people think that it's my listing, and all I did was ask the agent, can I shoot some video? So we'll show you how to do some stuff where the consumer is seeing you active and engaged.
Got it. Yeah, because I do that now with definitely right now for sure. I do home tours for the new construction in my area, because I'm in Riverside County, and we obviously have quite a bit of new builds just around me, within a 30-mile radius. So I've been doing that.
Call or text me and I'll show you. I'll take a look at what you're doing, and I'll let you know if there's anything that you can add to that could be good, because you could build a landing page in KV Core or a squeeze page, because the new construction is a big market. So yeah.
Got it. Okay. And I do have KV Core. I'm with EXP. And so I haven't even utilized KV Core right now.
It's critical. You should call me 310-600-4484. We'll take a look at what you're doing and see if there's anything we can do to help.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Crandall, it's all yours, baby.
All right. Hey, everybody. I respect your time. It is 8:30. This is when I like to close it down, because we all need to get on to bigger and better things we're doing today. Thank you, Bill, again. And remember, if you like what you see, always we'll be here at 8:00 a.m. on Tuesdays. We call it Tech Tuesday. Invite your whole group, invite anyone you want. And for all those looking out on live, hope you have a great day, and we'll see you here next week. Thanks, Bill, for everything.
Aloha, everybody. Have a great Tuesday. See you, Chang.